I think we should talk a little bit about Algorand and what Algorand is doing, because Algorand is actually performing well. Right now, Algorand is up 11.4%, and it is breaking, on the at least on the monthly time frame, the 10 and 20 moving average. So the white and the red line down here, that's the 10 and 20 moving average. It is breaking that. This is still on the monthly time frame, but if you look at this on the weekly time frame over here, what you're gonna see is that last week, Algorand actually managed 2 weeks ago. First of all, there was this accumulation box down here at the bottom. It managed to get above the 10-20 moving average on the weekly time frame. Then last week managed to get above the 50 moving average, pulled back, consolidated over here, and right now it's exploding towards the upside. And if you go to the monthly time frame over here, what we're gonna see is it just goes higher over here towards the upside. It still hasn't gotten out below a very major level of resistance up here. This one over here being a major one over here. There's these bottoms up here, there's this top over here, so there's definitely major levels that needs to break towards upside, but it does look very good right now. So it has been pumping for I don't know how many days right now over here, since 5th November. It's been just going towards upside. My take is that this is gonna go higher, right? How high it's gonna go and where it's gonna go, because if you zoom out really hard, I mean, it is still down on the bottom, right? So this 50 moving average on the monthly time frame is very important. Also, if you go to the weekly time frame, you'll see that the 200 moving average is right over here, and there is also a major level of resistance right over here, which is this top over here. So you see right now, all of these three lines is creating this blue box up here, blue box of resistance, and I think that's a very probable next move for Algorand, especially right now that is getting out of this bear market accumulation phase over here towards downside. There is another line that needs to be broken. It goes either something like this or something like this. I'm a little bit unsure, but it goes something like this over here, and entire this move towards downside up here is actually technically a channel. It goes something like this over here. It's technically a channel. So this is been channeling towards over here sideways, and right now it is getting very close to that move that's gonna push all the way to this level over here. Now the question is, once it actually gets to the blue box 0.5 or something like that, and that's not actually that far up, that's only like 100% move towards the upside, and considering the time frame, stuff like that, if you look over here on these candles, like this might actually take a couple more weeks, and you're already up there at the blue box. But considering this major resistance level at 0.5, once Algorand actually gets to this point, will actually break it over here, or will it consolidate below? That's the big question. But I'm considering right now this to be a major level of resistance over here for Algorand. Now, and the reason I'm doing that, I'm not even thinking whether it's gonna get out of the channel, because it's pretty much given it's gonna get out of the channel over here right now, and it is actually looking very nice over here towards the upside. The question is how it will react once it gets over here. Will it just get into the blue box over here and fall from these levels? Will it consolidate over here, break it, or will it just break it up here and consolidate above it? And it is important thing to think about, because if it just breaks it and consolidates above it, it's extremely bullish. If it just goes to the box and consolidates below it, it's still bullish. Even if it pulls back, the pullback is not that bullish, but how far down are we gonna go before we actually break the box, right? But this next move up here to 0.5, it is very important to see. Now, when it comes to Algorand, Algorand has a whole bunch of once it breaks 0.5, it's a whole bunch of resistance levels that are very also important, because during this 2021 bull market over here, it created three very nice pivot points, right? This over here, and this one over here. All of these three levels are creating these very major levels of resistance. So right now we can see we got 0.5, we got 0.83, 1.4 and 1.82 levels over here that are very important, and how it reacts to certain levels when it goes towards the upside, that's also very important to see, but we are not quite there yet. The most important part when it comes to Algorand, it is just getting ready, guys. It is just getting ready. These are the baby steps of the move when it starts going towards the upside, right? So over here we had a capitulation of Bitcoin, right, and then it bled towards downside, consolidate up here. This is October September pump that every coin had. There was a channel up here, double mountains up here, very bearish. We went down. There was a new channel over here, our falling wedge towards downside. We broke outside of that. We went into accumulation box up here, and we are right now just exploding. So this is the very first steps out of this box. So if you look at this box over here and this box over here, it's kind of the same thing, right? You get out of the box and you go towards the upside, but this goes a lot faster than this move up here. These are bearish mountains, and this over here right now is the last bull market phase pump towards the upside. And these things actually go very fast. Once they actually start going, right, once you have something, some moves, like they go very fast towards the upside. upside, especially this last part, these last candles. People don't believe how these last candles can be. So in the start, you know, you got small candles and small pumps. I mean small pumps, 10-20% pumps, right? So in start it goes like really small, it goes like this over here, may consolidate a little bit, like very, very small candles, and then suddenly it starts doing these big ass candles towards upside, like you cannot even see, like over here, look at this candle over here. I mean, it's still on a monthly time frame, but this candle over here is an 80% candle. Right now 80% doesn't, let's go a little bit back over here. Right now 80% doesn't seem that much, right? Because if it goes to 80%, doesn't get into the blue box over here, right? This is 80% over here, right? But if it comes up here towards upside, slowly climbs towards upside up here, and does 80% move from over here, you're already at 2.3 or something like that, right? So these last candles are gonna be gigantic. But right now, the way I see it, it's just the very first steps to get out of this zone, this accumulation zone, and go to 0.5. But Algorand looks nice and juicy. It's slowly climbing up here. I don't see any kind of top up here or over here or anything like that. It is just kind of, going towards upside up here a little bit. You can pull the lines over here, something like this over here. You see right now it's kind of curving even into speed towards upside. So I'm right now looking at 0.5. Hope you like that. Hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe to the channel. There is Telegram. We got a public Telegram channel. You're welcome to join that if you want. And guys, I'll see you around. Take care. Bye-bye.